Now two is not enough.
Real fast what this is. I was gonna like put it on the screen, but I'm just gonna tell y'all. This is my like fiber drink. So what I do is I put a bit of Citrusil with sugar, not the no sugar stuff, the real Citrusil, which is an orange flavored fiber drink. So I put Citrusil in here, 1 serving of that, mix it with some water so it can dissolve, and then I take my lemonade from a Chick-fil-A and I pour it in there and shake it up, and it's really yummy because it's orange lemonade basically, and it's I love the pulp and I just love it so much. So that's what this is, just so you know. What is up, friends? Okay, so I really was not planning on like talking at all in this video. I was like, it's gonna be a short food, what I eat in a day, that type of thing. But then I kind of came across something that I really wanted to just share with you guys. A few people have asked me this, how to cope with eating a lot of food or eating more than everyone else. So that's what I want to address just briefly. Something that has really helped me actually, and you know what, it's probably not the healthiest mindset, because really you should realize that food is food and medicine and fuel, and you can eat it no matter what. If your body's hungry, you eat it, and there's no excuses for that. Like, there's no reason to justify that. But if you are looking for a reason to justify it, maybe this will help you out. I don't know, we'll see. When you're sitting down to eat food, and someone, you have a big bowl of food in front of you or a big plate of food, and the person next to you has less, or you maybe have the same amount, but then you both finish it and you're like, oh my gosh, I want more. I'm starving now. Oh, there's extreme hunger. Hello, friend. Like something like that. And you're like, oh, but this person next to me, they're totally fine. They're not even thinking about food anymore. Like, what is wrong with me? This is ridiculous. Like, I can't. This is no. Think about this. Is that person next to you sick with an eating disorder like you have? Is that person next to you trying to recover from a deathly mental illness? Does that person need as much medicine as you do? And years and years ago, months and months ago, whenever your restrictions started, that person wasn't restricting that food. So when they were eating, you weren't eating. You were starving yourself. When you were not eating, they were eating. So if you want to think of it this way, you're playing catch up now. Don't be like, oh, but they're eating, I'm eating so much more than them, and I'm such a pig. Think about it in the long scheme of things. You went for so long without eating. And they didn't. They kept eating. So actually, you're way behind them. And you're just trying to catch up to a normal, healthy... You're trying to catch up. Does that make sense? I fully believe that there's no reason to justify the amount of food that you eat. If you're hungry, you eat. But if you just can't get to that, think about it that way. You actually have not eaten more than them. And you're trying to get your body back to a nourished state, which their body is already at. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Don't hate me. I'm not saying it's the healthiest. I definitely promote not feeling guilty and just realizing that food is your medicine and you can eat it regardless of whether you've restricted or not. If you haven't restricted and you're still hungry, eat food. I'm totally advocating for that. I just wanted to share my little, something that I think of sometimes if I'm really struggling to cope with the fact that I've eaten so much more than everyone else in my family. So that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys, and let's get back to more food.
2 hours later.
What do you want to say, Mazie? You can say goodnight to the people? Say goodnight. Ooh, that. We're stretching, we're yoga for me.